Graduands, guests, colleagues, I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. As Executive Dean, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony for the students from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. I would also like to welcome the family and friends who are joining us from around the world via the NTU live stream. Welcome also to Rosalie Craig, our honorary graduate. We will look forward to hearing your thoughts a little later in the ceremony. Graduands, well done. Many of you began your academic journey with us during the uncertain times of the COVID-19 pandemic. You adapted to new ways of living at the same time as new ways of learning. In coming through and being here, you have demonstrated resilience that will set you up for success in your future endeavours. Today is about celebrating your achievements and looking forward to your future with anticipation. Yes, today we recognise your academic accomplishments, but when your degrees are conferred upon you shortly, they will stand as symbols of so much more. Confirmation, you have challenged yourself. Proof, you have determination. Evidence, you have prepared yourself for your future. And so much more that will be personal to you, your family, and your friends. Along your journey, you will have been supported by a whole host of people, as well as family and friends, course mates, employers, librarians, and other professional services folk at NTU, as well as by your academic tutors. Many of those people will be here with you today or watching online to celebrate your success. Please join me in thanking them with a well-deserved round of applause. Now, I want to thank you. Whether you completed a foundation, undergraduate or postgraduate degree, professional qualification or apprenticeship, by doing so with NTU, you've made a huge contribution to your school, your university, and this region. If you played sports, thank you. NTU is now a top 10 university for sports according to the British Universities and Colleges Sport League table this year. If you're a doctoral research student, thank you. NTU results from the latest UK-wide assessment of university research were the most improved in the sector compared to the last exercise in 2014. This latest assessment classed 83% of NTU's research activity as either world-leading or internationally excellent. For being part of our environmentally conscious student body, thank you. This year, we were ranked second most sustainable university in the world. Yes, that's right, second in the world. If you volunteered in Nottingham and the region, thank you. This year, hundreds of students have engaged with local schools, charities, and community organisations through volunteering and our Students in Classrooms programme, contributing over 24,000 hours. For those who completed consultancy projects and work placements with businesses in our city and region, thank you. In sharing your knowledge, you have helped these firms to innovate, revitalising their thinking. And finally, for choosing us, thank you. You made NTU one of the top 5 biggest universities in the country, but not just one of the biggest, one of the best. Together, we have earned NTU the title University of the Year in 5 out of the last 6 years, being named the Times and Sunday Times Modern University of the Year 2023 and, most recently, What Uni University of the Year 2023, an award based only on your feedback. I hope it is with pride that you go into your next stage of life, more education or work or whatever, saying you studied with the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment at Nottingham Trent University. You are graduating from one of the largest and most respected schools of architecture, design and the built environment in the UK. Each year, over 1,000 students graduate from this school and enter professional life in disciplines as diverse as architecture, construction management, civil engineering, product design, and property management. Official government statistics have repeatedly demonstrated that within 15 months of receiving their awards, around 90% of our employed graduates are in highly skilled professional roles, making a real difference not only in the UK, but around the world. Of course, this will not be a surprise to those graduating today. Many of you have already been immersed in an environment grounded in professional practice. The majority of your lecturers will have worked in industry or practice, and so will many of you, whether you have worked part-time or been on a degree apprenticeship or undertaken a sandwich placement. The experience you have gained alongside your qualification will provide a solid foundation for your future. We should be rightly proud of our industry connections. However, this doesn't only benefit our teaching. Our researchers build partnerships throughout the world to tackle pressing and real-world problems, whether this is the preservation of ancient pyramids in Egypt, the safety risks of e-scooters, or the development of technologies to assist network rail in their infrastructure management. You have been and remain part of something special. Class of 2023, I hope you enjoy today's ceremony. I now invite Deputy Dean Professor Richard Bull to read the names of today's graduands and our Registrar, Steve Denton, to confer your degrees.
And now we invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduates. Registrar, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. Doctor of Philosophy degree, Sustainable Lighting, Product Development, underpinned by online data mining and life cycle assessment. Zishan Chai. Master of Science degree in Design, Products and Technology. Karthik Dileepan Kavun Mandayal. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Product Design. Charles Beresford. Daniel Botang. Chloe Davis. Lucas John Green. Madeleine Harkus. Maya Heathcote. Ashia Jain. Harshil Kathari. C. Kwok. Joseph Ladbury. Ka Wei Lam. C. Lee. Francis MacDonald. Max Mihill. Holly Priest. Jennifer Pritchett. Samuel Robinson. Henry Smith. Joshua Stinson. Victoria Sokowska. Joseph Turton. Sijal Vakar. Harry Ainscough. Jack Bentley. Oliver Bowles. Oliver Branson. Joshua Castling. Michael Kahn. Heidi Claridge. Cameron Clark. Thomas Dickinson. Jonathan Douglas. Jonathan Gann. Megan Garati. Rachel Glinsman. Eloise Hardy. George Hill. Edward Howe. The next student also received the Nestle Prize for Best Project. Jamie Jim. Sam Johnson. Ewan Johnston. Freddie Martin. Manaz Nariman. Joss Nichols. Una O'Regan. Olivia Otley. Joshua Packham. Patricia Passus. Jake Pearson. Amalia Phillips. Anna Pikucha. Michael Pouston. There. Oh. George Preston. Sarah Roberts. The next student also receives the Chartered Society of Designers Prize 2023. Aaron Robinson. Benjamin Roworth. Eden Russell. Maitra Shah. Rihanna Smith. Owen Spillett. Archie Stevens. The next student also receives the Sky Prize for Best Student, Ho Choi. Isabel Ward. Isaac Wally. Mai Ying Wong. Registrar, that concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of graduates from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. I'm pleased to invite Jeremy Haig, Director of Knowledge Exchange, to the stage to give the oration for our honorary graduate, Rosalie Craig, and to present them to the Registrar to receive the award.
It is my pleasure and privilege to invite Rosalie Craig to come forward to receive an honorary doctorate at this afternoon's graduation. Rosalie Craig was born in Nottingham and attended Arnold Hill Comprehensive School. Rosalie first became interested in the theatre at Nottingham Playhouse, which she visited with her mum and dad. It was while watching a Christmas pantomime that Rosalie became inspired to become an actor, and as a child, she practiced singing and pretending to be other people in her bedroom. Rosalie became involved in the Nottingham Education Theatre. This was a brilliant experience, and she performed in many productions, including tours to Poland and the Edinburgh Festival. Having a keen interest in music, Rosalie and her sister were involved for many years in the Mansfield-based Cantamus Choir. Both these experiences led Rosalie to realise there was nothing else that she wanted to do other than to be involved in theatre and music. Rosalie subsequently attended the Rose Bruford College to study a combined acting and music degree. At the end of the course, Rosalie played Sally Bowles in Cabaret, which impressed an agent who offered to represent her. Rosalie's first professional engagement was in the Royal Shakespeare Company production of Alice in Wonderland. She couldn't believe that she could get paid for something so enjoyable. When the show finally finished, Rosalie was devastated, and she couldn't believe that she should love another job as much in her whole life. While working in a long-running musical would have been lucrative, Rosalie did not want to be pigeonholed earlier in her career, so spent a decade working in regional theatres across the country, working in restaurants and call centres between jobs. However, this experience enabled Rosalie to do a variety of new and exciting work, to learn from others in the industry, and to develop new skills. One day, when walking across Waterloo Bridge in London, Rosalie decided that she really wanted to work at the National Theatre. And to her surprise, an opportunity soon came up to attend an audition. In 2011, Rosalie made her National Theatre debut in the critically acclaimed London Road. This proved to be a turning point in Rosalie's career. Later at the National Theatre, Rosalie played the title role of the Light Princess with music by Tori Amos. Rosalie considers this a life-changing experience for which she won the Evening Standard Theatre Award for Best Musical Performance. Other National Theatre success followed with her performance of Rosalind in Shakespeare's As You Like It, and later with In City of Angels at the Garrick Theatre. For her performance of Bobby in Stephen Sondheim's Company, Rosalie was again awarded the Evening Standard Theatre Award for Best Musical Performance in 2018. These accolades and a growing reputation as a leading stage actor led to Rosalie being asked to act in a TV series, and an exciting new door opened in her career. 1899, a science fiction television series, was broadcast on Netflix in 2022. Rosalie recognizes that the acting profession can be cruel at times, and therefore her personal philosophy is to work hard and to be kind and generous. and she particularly admires those that are kind and good people to work with. Rosalie also recognises the important support she has from her family and her friends. Despite her huge success and experience, Rosalie believes that she's still on a journey. Sometimes, she says, it feels like the first day in the profession. And it's good to remind yourself there's always lots to learn and talented people to work with. Registrar, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Rosalie Craig, being a person distinguished in eminence and by attainments, for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Arts honoris causa, in recognition of her significant contribution to the stage and screen.
Thank you to Baroness Warwick, Deputy Pro-Chancellor and Nottingham Trent University for this wonderful award. It is a huge honour, and I never expected to receive it. Sorry, I always cry at everything, just to start that off. So congratulations to the graduates on this momentous day. Hard work over a tough few years has brought you here, and that is a huge achievement. Something to take great pride in, and pride, I'm sure, is shared by those who sat around you. Classmates, teachers, family and friends, because they brought you here too. I'd like to share with you all this wonderful quote by Mary Oliver. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Let me start by pointing out the crucial pivot in this beautiful line. Not the word one, because yeah, that's a curveball. I know we're beyond that. We all know we have one life, unless you are any CAT graduates in there today, so that's impressive. Well done to you. And no, the pivot for me is, what is you plan to do? Because plans are all very well. You can go ahead and make them. It's a sensible thing to do. But a charitable reading of that quote also suggests two things. A, it's okay not to have a plan in the first place. I'm sure I've never ever known where my career or life will lead me, and as a consequence, it's been filled with wonderful surprises. This one right now, I mean, look at this, look at us all, look at us here, this is amazing. Who'd have thought it? Certainly not me. And B, even if you do manage to come up with a plan of sorts, they don't always come together. The word plan does not include the idea of faultless execution, far from it. Is this speech making sense? Probably, possibly. To me, the crux of that quote, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life, is to recognize and give full value to the last two adjectives, wild and precious. Arm yourself with the idea that your life is both of these things, and whatever plans you make or fail to, you can't go too far wrong. Life is wild, it's untamed, unpredictable for sure, but not, I think, unteachable. I don't feel my education has ever ended. I hope it never does. Don't believe anyone in any position in life who, when given the opportunity, doesn't admit that they're winging it. We all are, really. I'm doing it right now, and I'm sweating. I'm really sweating. But wisdom is understanding how unwise we are. We're forever learning from the people we work with, encounter and admire. My industry teaches me to be open, to experience, to play, to create, to experiment, and what a privilege. And I urge you to seek that out wherever you go. It also teaches resilience. No, you didn't get that part, but you get back up and you try and learn some more, and don't stop learning because it's wild. Life it's also precious. Success, true success, that feeling of looking yourself in the eye and knowing you couldn't have done any more, relies on two precious things: where you came from and who you came from. And both of these things can mean very different things. Where you came from, just take it literally. I come from this place called Nottingham. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a wonderful, vibrant, compassionate city. I sat in the audience at the Playhouse as a child and watched the actors, and it opened the door in my heart. And now I do the same thing and make a living out of it. That is wild. I had access to publicly funded arts facilities and lessons. Music and drama at school were essential to my discovery that this would eventually end up being my career and no longer a hobby. It is essential for the arts that they remain as an integral part of the education system for everyone. Now, where you came from could simply mean where you started this particular journey, And let me tell you, there is no top to the mountain. The higher I felt I've climbed, the more I've looked around and found there is no landscape, no end to it. The more I realise there's no moment you feel you've arrived or finished. You just look back and realise what you put into it. And that's where you came from. Who you came from could just be you. You know, you're a pretty big part of this. Pat on your back for your good self. It could be the people I mentioned before, classmates, teachers, families and friends. It's important to thank those people, so make sure you do. So thank you to my whole family. Thank you to my husband and daughter, my brother, my sister, but most of all, thank you to my parents, Ray, and Jane Craig, and they're sat here right now. They've sacrificed a great deal to see me still wildly climbing up that mountain. They were winging it too. They might have had a plan, I know, did you? It doesn't matter, not a jot. Are they still wild? Maybe. They're still precious though, like Nottingham lace. So thank the people you need to thank, and I'll wish you all luck in your wild and precious life. Just keep it like that, because who needs a plan anyway? Thank you.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduates. Registrar, the following have also qualified for awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in product design, Ula Wadameladze Atiba. Kirsten Ortherson. Alex Dizagijian Badet. Reese Greedy. Tom Griffin. Kriti Gulate. Dia Haley. Luke McCorkindale Brown. Ethan Murray King. Javier Oldham. Will Poxon. Lauren Thompson. Angelica Witz. Daisy Balassingham. Millie Baxter. Thomas Beaumont. Charlotte Brockett. Hamish Bullock. Henry Bureau. The next student also receives the Albert Prize for Best Student and Best Thesis. Pritin Chahawan. Adam Cliff. Hannah Cox. Benjamin Damond. Joshua Dennis. Oliver Dennison. Harry Esposito. Robert Evans. Buster Green. Molly Gurr. Alex Harwood. Luke Headley. Benjamin Holmes. The next student also receives the best dissertation, Devishis Kapoor. Mohammed Gabate. Benjamin Lawrence. Libby Manning. Alessandro Marazzi. Thomas McNeil. Sophie Puffett. The next student also receives the Output Prize for Best Project, Yasmin Ram. Oscar Robinson. The next student also receives the Institution of Engineering Designers Prize 2023, Jonathan Rumble. William Seekins. Andrew Sharp. Charles Sissons. Evan Stokes. Alfred Topping. Aidan Ward. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in product design, Harry Nightingale. Registrar, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Architecture, Design and the Built Environment, and concludes the presentation of awards to graduates at this ceremony. In absentia, Registrar, I invite you to confer degrees on those graduates who've not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these graduates are worthy of their degrees and they stand as proxy. Buster Green, who earlier received a Bachelor of Science degree in Product Design, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Registrar, Executive Dean, distinguished guests, family, friends and fellow graduates. Today I stand before you with great honour as we celebrate the culmination of our university journey. The moments we've shared here at Nottingham Trent University have been truly remarkable, with priceless moments significant hurdles, and lasting memories. From the very beginning, we immersed ourselves in lectures and tutorials. We learnt the complexities of design and CAD software. We experienced the sheer exhilaration of pressing the render button that was a true testament of our unwavering dedication. However, we did face challenges along the way. Of course, we had the pandemic, which needs to be mentioned no further. We confronted uncertainty head-on. We also had our beloved 3D printers, which were known for their unpredictable quirks and occasionally decided to take their unscheduled breaks. Nevertheless, our unwavering perseverance, owning our troublemaking skills, and mastering the art of patience. And not let us forget the countless car models we made that were carefully crafted, delicately shaping every ideas. This often left our fingers glued together and questioning our decisions that led us to this point. But of course, our university experience transcends the pursuit of knowledge. It is woven within the threads of unforgettable memories, lifelong friendships, and the joy of shared moments. Collaborating with like-minded individuals who shared a passion for design, whether it was bouncing ideas off one another or supporting each other during challenging projects, we fostered a sense of camaraderie that extends far beyond the extent of the walls of the studio. The nights out became cherished chapters of our life, where we celebrated milestones, bonded with peers, and occasionally found ourselves in memory and humorous situations. While nights out hold a special place in our hearts, we all experience our fair share of late nights on the computers, poring over sketchbooks and tirelessly pursuing seamlessly impossible deadlines. These countless hours of studying, researching, and juggling multiple projects at once have truly shaped us into the individuals we are today. And it's due to these tireless efforts that we are here today, graduating. On this note, I would like to express our profound gratitude to the dedicated NTU staff, who have guided us through these academic trials, and every person played an integral role into shaping our overall experience. Of course, a special mention goes to our tutors, mentors, workshop staff, and teaching faculty as a whole. It is your unwavering support that paved the way for us to navigate these challenges, seize opportunities, and truly thrive in this environment. We stand here because of your guidance and expertise. As we reflect our time here, we cannot go any further without expressing our deepest gratitude to our friends, family, and partners. You have been there every step of the way, offering unshakable guidance and support. Your belief in us, your encouragement, and your understanding during these moments of doubt have truly been the pillars that have sustained us. Today we stand here as not only individuals, but also as representatives of the love and support you have given us. Without you guys, we wouldn't be wearing these silly hats and these silly robes graduating. So, in conclusion, let us commemorate the significant milestone that we find ourselves here. We shared challenges, and we conquered the challenges and the relationships we forged here. So please give a round of applause to the staff that made here being possible, and a huge round of applause to our friends, family, and partners that have supported and guided us. Thank you.
Class of 2023, may I echo the thoughts of my colleague Andrew by congratulating you on your achievements. Can I wish every one of you success for the future, and thank you for the part that you have played in making this university a fantastic place to study and to work. It is a pleasure and indeed a privilege to be able to share this day with you and your nearest and dearest in our magnificent university hall. Buster, thank you for that very accomplished student vote of thanks. I've been doing presentations like this for longer than I can remember, and I still get some nerves before I stand up here. So to get up as a newly graduating student and to deliver that in the way you did, you're a credit to this university, credit to your school, most importantly, a credit to your family. Well done. Rosalie, thank you for accepting our honorary award. A few teary moments there. Thought I was going to go myself. Anybody who knows me wouldn't describe my life as wild, but it certainly is precious, so thank you. I took a lot from your speech. For the relatives and friends of our graduates here today, we know how proud you feel. I've been presiding at graduation ceremonies now for about a quarter of a century. But regardless of how many I attend, they are my highlight of the year, and I feel a great sense of pride each and every time. Years ago, we welcomed your loved ones and saw them walk through our doors into what were, at first, unfamiliar surroundings. But over that time, we've seen them grow and develop into the great people that they are today. We have supported them in their studies, mentored them, saw them participate in clubs and societies and activities. And for at least 1 in 10 of you, replaced your lost student card. They are, and we hope will remain, part of the NTU family. Universities like NTU need great people, and I wanted to take this opportunity to thank my academic colleagues and my professional services colleagues for their hard work and dedication in supporting our students. Now, occasions like this, we run 5 ceremonies a day over 13 days. That's 65 ceremonies. And I think you'll agree this is a fantastic setting. But somebody has got to come in and make it look good before the start of the day. And then when you go out, somebody's got to make it look good before the next ceremony. And then late at night, somebody will come in and make it look great again. And my 2 colleagues here on my right, Michelle and Pat, are part of that great team who are in here first thing, they work throughout the day, and then they're here in the night. So I just wanted to take this moment to thank you and your colleagues. Thank you very much indeed. So today we have said well done, but we are not saying goodbye. As our graduates, we make you a promise, and that promise is that we will help you find employment. Our employability team is here today to offer you advice, whether you want to consider further study or need employment guidance. And if you find that you are not in a job that needs a graduate level experience within the next 12 months, then we make this promise to you. We will provide you with a guaranteed short paid internship to give you the confidence and the experience you need to kickstart your graduate career. Whatever your next step, you are now members of our global NTU family, a worldwide community of around 250,000 alumni. Our doors are always open to you, and we hope that we will see you again. During your time here, you will have been helped by our alumni through lectures, placements, and careers advice. In time, we will be delighted to welcome you back so that you can share what you have learned with future generations of NTU students. We hope that you will go from here with the pride that you are, and indeed will always be, a part of NTU. Please keep in touch and give us your contact details. Keep them up to date with the alumni team so we can let you know what is happening here at NTU. And when the opportunity comes, please do complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. By doing so, you'll be making another important contribution to the university, which we will very much appreciate. But all that is for the future. Now is the time to enjoy your success. Shortly, I will invite you all to join us for refreshments in the Newton building. But before I do, I think you heard from Andrew that many of you joined 2019, 2020. You've had lots of challenges along the way. You've worked very hard, and this is the culmination of all that hard work and dedication. And if I might be so bold, Executive Dean, you've been rather reserved today in acknowledging those achievements. So when I indicate like that, I want you to stamp your feet, I want you to shout and holler and scream as loud as you can, because class of 2023, you deserve it. That's more like it, it's a celebration. Guests, please remain seated for the processional music and as the academic party and then our graduates leave the hall. I declare this graduation ceremony closed.